It's time to say goodbye to my BMW i3. I have owned this car for over a year and a half to be precise, and when I first got this car I did a review of 5 pros and 5 cons, and now it's time to tell you what I'm really going to miss about this car after properly owning it. The one thing that no one can take away from BMW is the absolute superb build quality on these cars, and just little bits that they think about that other manufacturers don't, like these lights in the back for the passengers. Now, I'm not really going to particularly miss these suicide doors, but they are put together so well. They are super strong, carbon fibre chassis. It's a build quality that's so good. It just resonates in everything in the car, just all the way down from how quiet it is when you drive it. This is probably one of the quietest, most soundproofed interior of a car that I've driven for quite some time. I'm gonna miss the ride height on this car, the fact that you sit a little bit higher than normal, and that really does make a difference to how it feels to drive. It just feels better that you sat a little bit higher. Now, when I first got this car, I wasn't a fan of sitting high. My wife, for example, loves it. She loves the fact that you can sit nice and high up. And I'm used to sports cars. I've had Alphas in the past. I like sitting on the floor. But yeah, it's quite nice to be sat high up. And it is, weirdly, something that I'm going to miss on probably my next car. Now, my wife has made a comment that these seats are more comfortable than the Renault Zoe, and she's proven this by every time I take her for a drive in this car for a long trip. When we've gone somewhere, she falls asleep in the seat sat up. She says the seats are really comfortable, the ride is really smooth and soft, and she's able just to drift away so easy. She said it literally rocks her to sleep how comfortable the seats are, and they are comfortable. They are a lot more comfortable than the Renault Zoe, for example. And the biggest advantage over something like the Zoe, height adjustment on the seat. You can actually change where you sit. You can't do that on the Zoe. You can just move the steering wheel, which you can also do on this. But the Zoe doesn't have that, and this does, and that is one of the features on this that I'm really going to miss, is the versatility of moving the seat, and also just how bloody comfortable it is, because it really is comfortable. However, look, the main thing I'm going to miss, and shows that I'm getting old, is the visibility in this car is impeccable. I mean, really is good. It's one of the best parts about the car, and it just shows how old I'm getting, because normally I wouldn't care about visibility on a sports car that I've driven before, but I'm really going to miss how clear everything is. It's got a lovely massive windscreen at the front that you can see out of perfectly. It's a very short bonnet, so it's very easy to judge how easy it is to park it. It's got a very stubby back, which, yes, it has got reverse sensors, but again, it's very easy to park, even without the reverse sensors. It's got lovely windscreen, glass all the way around. It is impeccably brilliant to look out of this front window and see things. It's just so easy to park, it's so easy to drive, so easy to see things on the motorway. It's just brilliant. The mirrors are big, the screens are big. I'm gonna miss it. I didn't think I'd do this. I honestly, when I first got this car, wasn't, it was brilliant getting the car, winning a car, fantastic. I was excited, but a part of me was thinking, I probably wouldn't have bought this car if it was my own money. I probably would have bought a Zoe for the money. But after owning it, I've changed my mind. It's actually brill. I actually love it. I actually am going to miss it. It's better than a Zoe, and it's more expensive than a Zoe because it's better built, it's better quality, it's better materials, it's better visibility, it's just better. And I didn't think I'd say this 12 months ago, but I've completely changed my mind on it. It really is a brill car, and I'm going to miss it. So thank you very much for watching this week's video. If you're interested in what I'm going to have next, well, there's a big story behind that surely coming. Please check out my subscribe button, check out my other videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next week. Goodbye.